Hello, everybody. Good morning to you. My name is Ayodele-Bamisaiye of Dexteritas Professional Corporation. I know it's a minute since I've been here. As in 3 weeks ago, that was a long time, right? I did that. And it's just an amazing pleasure to be back here again this morning to share my thoughts as far as money, finance, entrepreneurship, business ownership, and contribution to the economy is concerned. So that's why I'm here today. Tax season was busy. We got a good number of personal tax returns done. We are looking to getting back to the regular stream of things at Dexteritas with regards to corporate tax returns and bookkeeping and a bunch of assurance engagements as well. So there's a lot to do. And in the last 3 weeks, yes, we've had the third edition of Founders Lounge. Shout out to Emmanuel and Antolu at Startup Court. The third episode of Founders Lounge held at the platform, and it was beautiful. I was very, very happy to be able to see that come to life. That was an exciting one. Another exciting one was the tax clinic. Run by the Financial Empowerment Initiative, closed out at all its 4 locations sequentially: Friday, then Tuesday, then Wednesday in the course of last week. So this Wednesday, the last tax return was filed at the Calgary Full Gospel Church. I did not make it there, but it was a beautiful day. And I'm very excited at what the FEI has been able to achieve this year. Founders Lounge will be back again on the 15th of May. Invites should go out today, I think, all things being equal. So if you've been part of that in the past, we're looking forward to welcome you again at the platform. We're not at ATB Entrepreneurship Center anymore. We are going to be at the platform this month. And that will be, we'll be talking some very interesting technology topics and how it can impact business and, entrepreneurship using the power. Actually, let me just let the cat out of the bag. We are looking at what AI and automation can do for your business. We are looking at what AI and automation can do for your business and enterprise. There'll be lots of that coming up in the next little while. So yeah, that's another thing I want to mention. So we filed all the tax returns. What next? Right? You filed your taxes. What next? What next? The aftermath. That's what I'm talking about this morning. Fact is this: you may have gotten the refund you wanted, or you may actually be owing the CRA and not be in a position to pay now. What next? What do you need to do? So that's why I want to shine the light on and focus on this next few minutes. First things first, make sure you get your notice of assessment. So if you sign into your CRA account, if you've opted for digital delivery, your notice of assessment will be there waiting for you. If you opted for the paper option, then your notice of assessment will be delivered to the physical address that accompanied your tax return. So that's number one. Number two, check out for review requests. So the CRA may say, hey, you made a claim for charitable donations. Can you send us the receipt? Or you made a claim for childcare expenses. Send us the receipts. There's all of that is going to be coming from now until probably the end of the year. So every other month, sign into your CRA online account and just check if there's a review request from the CRA. It's something that is in your interest to respond to, because if you do not respond to a review request, then the CRA is going to assume that that claim was wrong, and therefore they're going to deny that claim. And that refund you have gotten, they may ask you to pay it back. You don't want that to happen. So you want to check out for review requests and respond to them in a timely manner. Wale Adini, thanks for joining us. Sakinyeweje, thanks for joining us. Really appreciate you taking the time to just pop by and say hi. I'm waving physically, not virtually. Now, if you have a balance owing, note that you are expected to have paid that balance owing 2 days ago. And if you haven't paid it, you're starting to accrue a late payment penalty, as well as interest. And the longer the amount is owing, the more the interest and penalties that you will have to pay. So it is necessary that you contact the CRA and make an arrangement. Let it be clear that not only are you willing to pay, the only reason the payment has not happened is because you are unable to pay. Fantastic. Now, common lessons. You have a T4 and you have a business, and your business has made money, or you trade stocks, or you have a non-registered investment account, and significant activities has happened there, resulting in taxes that you did not envisage, and you suddenly find yourself owing. That means that, well, you had your eyes on your employment income, not the other streams of income. So keep your eyes peeled for all your streams of income in the future so that you are properly assessing what your potential tax bill will be. Another thing I see happening that shocks people, for example, is slips they missed. So for one very common one, T4PS, T5s, those have a way of coming in late March into April. You filed your tax return early in March, no consideration for a T4PS, which is filed at the end of March. The CRA reassesses your tax return in May or in June, and suddenly you have to pay back money that you had received as a refund. The only way you make sure that doesn't happen is ensure you are aware of where all the income streams from which money is coming, and you catch all those potential late slips. The way to do it is either, if you know it's a T4PS, then wait till sometime in April to file your tax return. That way you catch all the slips that potentially could result in you having to owe taxes because you didn't consider them. Now, the one that we are never aware of is overpaying taxes due to poor planning. You never know when you paid too much. Why? Because the CRA doesn't know that you paid too much, so they don't give you that money back. But when you sit down and you plan your taxes and you say, okay, I'm going to make $100,000. I make $100,000 per annum. My employer is going to take $35,000 out of that and remit to the CRA. I'm going to make a charitable donation of 10%. I'm going to contribute $18,000 to my RRSP. I expect to get a refund of about $10,000. I'm good. You have a plan, well laid out, easy. If at any point in time something changes in that equation, right, you consider that. And then on the basis of that consideration, you can say, okay, my tax bill will reduce, or my tax bill will increase, my refund will be better or worse. At least you know what is coming. There's nothing worse than finding out what your position is when you are sitting in front of your accountant, whether digital or physical, and it is at that point that you are aware of what your tax position is. That's really not where you want to be. And that comes from not having a plan. So what is the first thing that you need to do? Sit down and say, okay, where is my income coming from in 2025? And how am I ensuring that I'm properly prepared for my tax bill next year? If you have a business of any kind, whether it's a sole proprietorship or a property that you're renting out, whatever it is on which you are recognizing income and potentially could claim expenses, make sure you have a good record of your expenses. If you don't capture your expenses properly, you pay taxes on income that you shouldn't be paying taxes on, and that's not where you want to be. So if you don't want to use a spreadsheet, use an app. There are 1,000,001 apps out there. You will hear QuickBooks, you will hear Wave, you will hear Zero, you will hear FreshBooks, HoneyBooks, all sorts of books out there. Just find one and use it. Don't just find it, use it, right? And then, of course, as you incur those expenses, keep your receipts. The easiest way to keep your receipts is to keep them digitally. You incur a business expense, take a picture, upload it to your Google Drive or your OneDrive or your QuickBooks or your Zero or your Wave. All those platforms have the option for you to capture images. So take a picture of the receipt and upload it with the expense. That way, we are not going to be talking about, I don't have support for the expenses when the CRA wants to see it, right? Fantastic. 2, Have a plan for how you are going to pay yourself. If you're a business owner, you pay yourself a salary or a dividend. It is very important. Have a clear plan for that. If you are the kind of person that you know that year on year you always owe taxes, either because you are self-employed in a sole proprietorship situation, or your employer typically does not deduct sufficient to cover life components of your taxes, then make sure you plan for your installments. So every month, based on what you are owing at the end of this year, take out a relevant portion of that income and remit to the CRA in preparation for your tax bill. Then please separate business and personal expenses. Make sure that you separate business and personal expenses. It is critical. Use a dedicated business account. Don't let your business income and your personal salary go into the same account. Don't spend money for groceries from your business account. Have a dedicated account for your business. And please, if you pay taxes, you can afford to speak to a professional to support you. So sometime around June, July, before the summer is out, have a conversation with a tax professional, somebody who can advise you, somebody who can support you, somebody who can ensure that you're making the right decision for yourself as far as taxes are concerned. So that's pretty much what I have for you today. I just wanted to draw attention to the fact that, you know, we've gone through what we've gone through as far as taxes are concerned, but 2025 is already 5 months deep. There's only so much time left to course correct. So take a look at your personal situation and begin to plan for your 2025 tax returns. If you consider using our services, you can book an appointment at taxplanning.dexteritas.ca, and then we can take a look at your personal tax situation and, you know, make some solid deductions. Have a good conversation around things that you can do differently to put you in a better place. If you have a question for me, you can leave it in the comments. I'll be checking out what people are saying on LinkedIn and on Facebook. Probably check out Instagram as well later in the day. But I am open to answering questions and ensuring that we are able to support you through this process. It's been an exciting day. Today is the 2nd of May, 2025. I am a very happy human being because guess what? It's my birthday and I plan to have an awesome day today. So have an excellent day, people. Enjoy yourself. And it is bye for now.